All right, my people, I have this video that I want us to look at. But first of all, before I say anything about this video, I would want you to just have a look, watch this video, and when I come back,
Over the
we'll talk
weekend,
about
I
it.
suggested to
Just
the Prime
watch.
Minister that he cut the aid budget, and I'm pleased that he accepted my advice. Mr. Speaker, it's the fastest response. It's the fastest response I've ever had from the Prime Minister. However, he announced £13.4 billion in additional defence spending yesterday. This morning, his Defence Secretary said the uplift is only £6 billion, which is the correct figure.
Prime Minister.
I'm going to have to let the Leader of the Opposition down gently. She didn't feature in my thinking at all. I was so busy over the weekend I didn't even see her proposal. I think she's appointed herself, saviour of the Western civilization. It's a desperate search for relevance. But, Mr. Speaker, look, if you take the numbers for this financial year, and then the numbers for the financial year 27-28, that's £13.4 billion increase. That is the largest sustained increase in defence spending since the Cold War, which will put us in a position to ensure the security and defence of our country and of Europe.
All right, my people, I have this video that I want us to look at. But first of all, before I say anything about this video, I would want you to just have a look, watch this video, and when I come back, we'll talk about it. Just watch.
Over the weekend, I suggested to the Prime Minister that he cut the aid budget, and I'm pleased that he accepted my advice. Mr. Speaker, it's the fastest response. It's the fastest response I've ever had from the Prime Minister. However, he announced £13.4 billion in additional defence spending yesterday. This morning, his Defence Secretary said the uplift is only £6 billion, which is the correct figure.
Prime Minister.
I'm going to have to let the Leader of the Opposition down gently. She didn't feature in my thinking at all. I was so busy over the weekend I didn't even see her proposal. I think she's appointed herself, saviour of the Western civilization. It's a desperate search for relevance. But, Mr. Speaker, look, if you take the numbers for this financial year, and then the numbers for the financial year 27-28, that's £13.4 billion increase. That is the largest sustained increase in defence spending since the Cold War, which will put us in a position to ensure the security and defence of our country and of Europe.
All right. I think you have watched the video. Yeah. Peradventure, you have come across this video before now in the social media because it has been there flying about. Or you are just seeing the video for the very first time. Now, please permit me to say one or two things about this video. Because I could remember vividly that when this whole drama started of Kemi, I made a video where I said something and I made some points. And one of the things I said in that video that I made concerning this Kemi Badenoch issue in the UK, one of the things I said I want to bring, forward now is when I told Kemi, in my humble and candid advice to her, I told her, Kemi, you cannot be more British than the British themselves. Be careful so that you don't ruin your party and deny your party the chance and the opportunity, of producing the next prime minister. I said something like that. If you can go back to that video, you will see. And right now, it's like that which I told Kemi Badner is now playing out. Yes, the video you watched was the debate between Kemi Badner and the present Prime Minister of the United Kingdom in the House of Parliament. Now, looking at the man's response to what Kemi said, the man made two striking statements in the line of his speech, responding to what Kemi said. One, he said that Kemi have appointed herself as the messiah of the Western civilization. Take look at that word. He said she have appointed herself as the messiah of the Western civilization. He didn't say British civilization. He said Western. He generalized it. Western world. Now, this man was like, before I come to the second one, he was like, hey, madam, we know whom you are. We know where you come from. You can't come here to teach us how to do things. We've been running our system before you arrival. And as a matter of fact, you are not part of us. In other words, if you are like, want to think you can make things better in the Western world, what about Africa where you come from? What about your country, Nigeria, to be precise? What have you done to better Nigeria? With all these things you are claiming you know, what impact, what impute? I didn't say that the man said all this that I'm saying now, but I'm just kind of trying to make you understand what exactly that statement, what it really means. You are from Nigeria. They know. We know where you come from. We know your background. You are just a British by paper, document. You are not an indigenous British. Like every other person can become tomorrow, or every other person before you have been. Now, Kemi, what I'm seeing here now is that if you're not careful, you are going to enter into the history negatively. As the first black person that led a major party in the United Kingdom but failed to deliver. If you don't take time, that's exactly, what history will remember you with. And it will affect all the blacks all over the world. Oh, yes. Now, your country, Nigeria, what positive impact have you made in that country? You see, right now, the media houses in Nigeria have started analyzing what transpired in the Parliament House between you and the Prime Minister. They've started talking about it. Is it in the negative or in the positive? You better find out yourself. Yeah. And again, the man said something that you are desperate for to be relevant. Look at that word, desperate. Everybody know what desperation is all about. Everybody know what, somebody that is desperate of a thing or something, what that person can do. Which means that all these things you are doing, they see it as an act act of desperation. Not that they are not seeing you as somebody who is bringing something, positive to their table. You want to be recognized. You are so desperate for to be recognized. You are so desperate for to be known. These two statements doesn't speak well or good about it. Look at that man said something very ridiculous. He said that he did not even come into his head at all. That is, he don't even know if somebody like you is existing. And he's not even thinking about you. In fact, he can even hardly remember you. That is to say that he only remembers you on that day that you were in the parliament, house for that debate. And after there, if somebody like you is existing, he doesn't even know. That what you said never even come to his mind. Even if if you had said anything that he didn't even know, he didn't even know if you said something. Very ridiculous. Do you know what that means, Madam Kemi? It's to remind you that no matter how you struggle, no matter how you fight, they are telling you that we know you. We know what you are after. Like in my previous video, I said, are you trying to tell them that they are stupid? That the system that they have put in place that made you, Kemi, a citizen today, that they are stupid of putting that kind of system? Let me tell you another thing. They know that your move actually is not to help Britain. Yes. Should I tell you why? Now, here it is. It's not to help them because these immigrants that are here, I mean legal immigrants that are here, is a way of helping them to grow their own economy. Now, with this your policy, should they allow you to put it in place and frustrate all these immigrants? A lot of them will leave UK. There are countries around the world with open arms will accept them to work for them, to live in their country. Have you checked the birth rate here? The birth rate, have you checked it? Of the indigenous British people. Have you checked it? Have you, Kemi? Now, that is to tell you that they know that you are indirectly attacking their economy. And if they allow you to succeed, their economy will suffer. Because you will succeed in taking a whole lot of people out of this place. And it will suffer. It will cause their economy to suffer. And it will cause their economy to dwindle, to go down. And that is one thing they wouldn't want. But they can't tell you. They can't tell you. Take a look at people like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Look at that woman. The whole world know about her. She have made positive contribution both locally and internationally. Yeah, she's not a noise making type. Do you know that? Now, should somebody like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala be here in Britain, where you are? Can you measure up with her? And do you think that Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, if she were to be the leader of this conservative party that you are, do you think that Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala will be saying this thing you are saying? Do you think that somebody like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala will be doing this thing you are doing? The answer is no. No way. She can't. So, like I've said before now, I want to talk to all the immigrants in the UK. It doesn't matter the country where you come from, whether you are from Asia, the Arabic countries, you are from Africa, any part of African countries where you come from, please, I am still pleading that everybody should take it easy. Calm down, pipe low. Nothing will happen. Okay? Make sure that you are legit here. Do your job, respect yourself, respect the law of the land, and respect the people of the land. They will reciprocate and respect you back. Do what is right. What is right will come up, will follow you. That is my humble advice to all the immigrants. I love you all. Thank you. But if you have any opinion or contribution towards what I said, go to the comment section and air your voice and let your opinion be known. I will appreciate. Thank you very much. Like and share. Remain safe. I love you. Bye.